Hey you guys, it's me, Chef ML, and I'm back with another video. Alright, so today we're going to be talking about parasites. I'm going to just talk a little bit about it, and we're going to go from there. Alright, so I'm going to read in my notes. It says, parasites in foods are usually thin worms that live in fish and porks or meats. So yes, that's true. That's like the hot sausages that you get from the jar. Most of those have parasites. Also, fish has parasites, and if you don't like cook it or you don't freeze it to the proper temperature, the parasites are still in there. The processed meat, like the lunch meats that you guys get, the sausages that you guys get from the meat store or the grocery stores, most of those have parasites in them. Also, most people don't realize that fruits and vegetables also have parasites in them. That's why it's good for you to soak it again with lemon juice, ice, and water. Put the strawberries or whatever you want. Put the strawberries inside of the water, and then all the parasites and all that bacteria is gonna come right out of it. All right, to kill if to they they can be killed if frozen or cooked to the proper temperature. Yes. So if you're cooking, let's just say a steak, like I said in my other courses, I'm not going back over that again. If I'm doing like a steak again, I'm gonna cook it to the proper temperature because I want to kill the parasites. Also, I want to freeze the foods and vegetables to the proper temperature, just like fish. I want to freeze it to the proper temperature because if I don't freeze it to the proper temperature, and if I just take it out of the freezer without meeting that right temperature, then it's still parasites inside them. I'm gonna get sick. Different kinds of parasites may be found in chemical water. So yes, that's like the ocean water. That's like the water that you get from the faucet. Most of those have parasites inside them, or you can get sick from them. Right here, to keep your food safe from parasites, cook all pork, beef, and fish to the proper temperature. Yes, again, like I said before, use use fish that has been treated to kill parasites for raw sushi dish. Yes, when you're doing sushi, or if you're doing sushi, you always want to cook the food to the you always want to freeze it to the proper temperature, because if you don't freeze it to the proper temperature and you just eat it, then you get sick. You get foodborne illness. On top of that, food poison. On top of that, you get parasites and you can get sick. Use approved water for sources. So yes, if you want to do like a soup or something, or of course you need water for that. But if you want to do something like that means water, you always want to boil your water to the right temperature. Like I said before, 110 to 120, that's the right temperature to boil water, because you're using a faucet water. A faucet water have a lot of germs and bacteria inside of it. That's why it's good for you to boil your water first on high heat. Get your thermometer, stick that thermometer inside of the water, and if it don't reach that right temperature, then you keep boiling to the right temperature. All right, the last thing I'm going to talk about, the things you can do to get rid of parasites. Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. Take all the pumpkin seeds out of the pumpkins, sunflower seeds, leave all that out for a few days so it can dry out. Then eat it for a few days. Coconut, eat the flesh, drink the juice for a few days. Pomegranates, eat the pomegranate seeds for a few days, just like garlic. Now, what's really good is that if you got pomegranate, you got papaya and thyme and coconut, you can mix all that up as a smoothie, and you can drink those like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. Depends on for 7 days if you want to do it like that. If you have to eat this, it's not good for you to eat dairy. It's not good for you to eat. Well, oh yes, I forgot. Cayenne pepper. They don't like cayenne pepper or paprika. You can use those two together. Yes, you can use those two together to kill parasites. No dairy, no gluten stuff. Use all gluten free. If you have parasites, it's good for you to use gluten free, because if you use gluten, they're gonna absorb it, and then you're gonna have parasites inside of you. Also, it's not good for you to drink juice. It's not good for you to drink junk food, straight water for a few days. For a few days, it's good for you to do it like that. All right, so that's just a little bit about parasites, and I hope you guys learned a lot. And thank you, and you guys have a great day. And I'm out.